There's Joe Biden. Will you do slave reparations for the descendants of slaves? Will you do that? And he said, well, he's open to the possibility if it will include Native Americans, and a study can be done that is viable. What I don't like about this is a couple of things. One of the things I don't like about it is I don't trust Joe Biden as far as I can throw Joe Biden. I've never heard him once even discuss any form of reparation, anything in the vicinity of reparations. So, I don't know, little flimsy on the whole Joe Biden now wants to provide reparations. Okay. But then if we say, okay, maybe he just wants to be elected, Tim Black, so he'll say anything. That's one thing. That's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument is maybe he will do anything to be elected. I don't know. It's his third time running for president. Maybe he's serious. But the other thing that has me concerned about this is, and I'm sorry, but what the hell does black people have to do with Native American people? Yeah, like, hey, don't get me wrong. Native Americans deserve whatever they fight for to get and whatever America owes them, which is a whole lot. I don't even know how you pay people back for taking their country and committing genocide on them. I don't even know what that looks like. Okay, like, don't get it twisted. I support indigenous people. I support Native Americans getting justice. As I'm sure Native American folks support African Americans or black Americans. American descendants of slaves. I'm sure they support us in our quest to get justice, in our quest to finally, like, get, some type of mitigation to this situation for generation upon generation that we've endured. So, but don't pit us against each other. Don't make it a package deal. We're not a package deal. You don't ask the Jews to throw in with the Vietnamese or with Asian Americans that you put in internment camps. You're not saying, well, we'll definitely do something about, the Jews that we could have helped, but we dragged our feet and told their boats to go back when they came to Ellis Island. Yeah, when the first Jews tried to get into Ellis Island, we was like, nah, we good. That's your problem. Turned them right around when they tried to flee Germany, flee the Nazis. History's not totally accurate on a lot of this shit. But the bottom line is, when we did start giving money to Jewish folks, we didn't also demand that we give money to Asian folks who we put in internment camps. Citizens of this country. So what I'm saying is, yes, it's morally correct that Native American folks deserve to be compensated, somehow made whole as whole can be. Like I stated, I don't even know what that looks like, man. And I support them, and I will stand with them. And I will help promote and help back up their claims for what they deserve. If that's the route they want to go, fine. But do not lump black folks in with that. Joe Biden, if you don't want to do shit, just say you don't want to do it. Just say you don't support it. Do not give us hurdles to vote over. We do not need hurdles. This is not an Olympic race. This is not a battle, survival of the fittest, or who's the most grieved. Don't do that to us. If you're not interested in supporting reparations, just say it. You slimy, shifty snake in the grass. Admit it. Stand up and admit that's your situation. But do not play us against one another. Our lives, our histories, our ancestors have been through far too much for you to do that. That's unacceptable. That is beyond callous. That's unforgivable. Do not pit one disenfranchised group against another disenfranchised group to create only more ill will for you just not to do anything. I don't see Joe Biden doing shit, but even the language of doing, even the window dressing of doing something is enough to turn people against one another. And I don't think that's good, guys. I don't think it's good. And I haven't watched anybody. I don't watch other people to find out what their opinion is or whatever before I give my opinion. That's why sometimes it's wrong, frankly. Because sometimes people know more than I do. Probably a lot of times they know more than I do. But I will tell you, I don't think anybody's more real, more honest about what they do know, about what they do feel, and have less filter from here to here than I do. And I'm just saying. But I got a feeling that people are already saying really negative shit about Native Americans and what they did and this and that, and they didn't help us. And we don't even need to have that conversation, because we should not allow Joe Biden to manipulate us in a way that's going to pit us against Native American brothers and sisters. We don't need to do that. We don't need to fall for it. Joe Biden, if you want to help black folks, you want to give slave reparations, that's separate from Native Americans. I support their cause as well, as I'm sure they support ours. Is that clear enough for everybody? If the news you watch makes you more confused after you watch it, watch the Tim Black Show and know what's going on. Go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. Join today.